When we show our loved ones how much we care, they sometimes let us down by using our kindness for their own gain. They might seem nice when they need something, but as soon as they get it, they're gone like a bird in the wind. How can we take back control of these situations today? 9 important ways that men and women should interact with each other that come from the Stoic philosophy and have stood the test of time. If we avoid these 9 actions, our relationships will quickly improve and we will gain power in the process. If you are having problems in your relationship, please take a seat, open your minds, and let's begin this enlightening journey together. But before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of Explorations. First, don't change your life to fit other people's needs. Trying to fit in with other people's expectations is like putting together a puzzle with pieces that don't fit together at all, which is frustrating and confusing at every turn. As Sebastian said, everywhere means nowhere. Instead of trying to fit in like a chameleon, shine like a star in the night sky. Take pride in what makes you different and who you are. It's time to take charge of your life and go your own way. Remember that you are writing your own story, not someone else's. Show the world your true colors by being yourself and doing what you were born to do. In a world where societal pressures and standards often tell us what to do, it's important to remember how important it is to be yourself. Don't change your life to fit the needs of others is a profound statement that says, we should never compromise our identity to meet other people's expectations. Being honest is important. Living your life honestly is yours. Don't give in to other people's pressures. Change who you are to fit someone else's standards hurts your self-respect and worth. Instead, be proud of your own traits, tastes, and goals. Trust yourself enough to stick to your own views and goals. Healthy boundaries are important for your health. It's okay to say no to someone when they ask or expect something from you that goes against your morals or goals. Accepting your uniqueness gives you the power to live a happy life on your own terms. Enjoy what makes you different and know that trying to fit in with other people's standards will stop you from growing and being happy. Respect for others' autonomy. Just as you claim your right to live your life honestly, you should also respect others' autonomy and give them the same right. Freedom means being able to think and speak in different ways without pushing other people to agree with you. Number 2, infatuation with someone will ruin your life. People often think of infatuation as a strong or romantic form of love, but it can sometimes cause bad behavior and bad results. Although it's normal to care deeply about someone, letting that feeling take over your whole being can be very bad for your mental, emotional, and even physical health. When you're crazy about someone, it's easy to lose sight of who you are as a person. You stop caring about your own goals, interests, and hobbies, and instead focus on the thing that's driving you crazy. This can hurt your self-esteem and make you feel empty and unfinished without the person you're interested in being there or validating your feelings. A dangerous dependence. Being obsessed with someone or something can make you dependent on them, where what they do and say affects your mental and emotional health. Being dependent on someone or something can make you feel anxious, insecure, and desperate, because you are always looking for support and approval from the person or thing you are obsessed with, putting other relationships and obligations on the back burner. When you're obsessed with someone, you might forget about the other people you need to take care of and the things you need to do outside of that relationship. If you only think about that person, you might forget about your friends, family, job goals, and personal neglecting. Other people can hurt your relationships and make you feel alone and guilty when you think about how much you've given up in other areas of your life. Behaviors like stalking and crossing boundaries. If you're really into someone, you might do things that violate their privacy, like texting them all the time, watching what they do, or even stalking them. Not only do these things hurt the other person, but they also feed the addiction, which leads to more negative thoughts and actions. People who are obsessed are put down a lot in pop culture, but it is a dangerous road that can cause them a lot of pain and harm. Self-respect and love should go hand in hand if you want to keep your relationships happy and live a full life in general. Remember that real love respects limits, values individuality, and puts the happiness and growth of both people first. So instead of letting an unhealthy fixation on someone else take over your life, take the time to being happy and healthy is important, and you shouldn't let anything hurt you. Putting someone else's happiness before your own is like giving away your flashlight and getting lost. You give up control of your own happiness and end up trying to please them while your own spirits fall. It's time to take a step back and take back control of your life. Your mental health and happiness are valuable assets that shouldn't be traded away or compromised so that you can be a supporting character in someone else's story. Take the stage and write your own story. Do everything you can to keep your inner peace and happiness safe. Get stronger and don't let anyone take away your happiness. Only you can think what you want, and only you can decide what will happen in your life. As we go through life, we face many problems and obstacles that test our strength and happiness. Though we can get through tough times and stay healthy and happy if we work on being strong and putting our health first. To start realizing how important it is to take care of yourself, spend time doing things that are good for your body, mind, and spirit. Doing things that make you happy and cool down, eating well, getting enough sleep, and working out regularly are all parts of this. Focus on building good relationships. Gather happy, helpful people who will support and cheer you on. Make strong connections with family, friends, and people in your neighborhood. These connections will help you through tough times and make you happier in general. Focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Take a moment to appreciate them and say thank you for them. Saying thank you regularly will make you stronger and more positive, even when bad things happen. Learn how to handle concerns. Life has ups and downs, but what matters most is how we deal with them. Learn how to deal with stress and problems in a good way. Being mindful could be what this means. Take deep breaths and write in a book or get help from a professional when you need it. Make rules to protect your health and stop other people from making you sad. Learn how to do this. Set boundaries, put your wants first, and say no to things that drain your energy or go against what you believe in. You are strong. It means being able to get back up after a setback stronger than before. Instead of thinking that problems are hard to solve, look at them as chances to learn and grow. Have a growth mindset and believe that you can get through hard times. Staying happy and healthy while dealing with life's challenges takes work and self-care. You can live a full and strong life by putting your health first, making friends, being thankful, and learning new ways to deal with problems. Set limits and be proud of your strength. Remember that your health and happiness are important and that you should take care of them. Don't let anything take away your happiness or light. Stay strong and resilient and do well even when things aren't clear in your life. 4. Don't leave your family and friends for someone else. If you're really into someone else, don't cut ties with your friends and family. It's like cutting off branches from the tree that's supporting you. If you start pushing them away, you'll lose more than just friends. You'll weaken the support system that's been there for you. If you cut yourself off from your loved ones to please someone else, Plato said that people are like dirt. They can either feed you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. Get back in touch with the people who are important to you, and take care of your support group. Your family and friends are an unbreakable network that helps you and makes you strong. It's easy to forget how important it is to stay close to family and friends in a world where love relationships get a lot of attention. But these relationships are what keep us going and are a big part of our overall health and happiness. In this lesson, we'll talk about the important lesson of not giving up family and friends for a love partner. Family and friends are the most important people in our support network because they will always be there for us, giving us love, support, and direction. If we don't take care of these relationships, they can break down when we need help the most. Length of relationships. Relationships can end quickly if one person changes their mind. Friendships and family ties, on the other hand, tend to last longer. Putting these long-lasting relationships first will give you love and support through all of life's ups and downs. Different views, friends and family help us see things from different angles, which improves our lives and gives us fresh ideas. There are situations and points of view in life that help us understand and deal with the hard things. If we lose touch with them, we could miss out on important points of view that could teach us new things. Happy with it. Romantic relationships can make us happy and fulfilled, but they shouldn't be the only thing that makes us feel good. Family and friends are one of the most important things in our lives that makes us happy. They keep us company, make us laugh, and help us make memories that we can all cherish. For your health's sake, it's important to find a balance between your romantic relationships and your relationships with family and friends. Putting one aside for the other can make you feel alone, angry, and ashamed. You'll feel full and happy in life if you focus on harmony in these relationships. Finally, love relationships are important, but they should never take away from the strong bonds we have with family and friends. These relationships make our lives so much better because they give us a sense of support, joy, and connection that we can't get anywhere else. Remember to always love and care for our family and friends and never leave them for someone else. Fifth, spend only a short time with them. Don't waste your time on their never-ending wants. If you give all of your time to someone else, they can keep making demands. But as Senna wisely said, it's not that we don't have enough time to live, it's that we waste a lot of it. If you give them all of your time, they can control your whole life. But if you give it to them, they can ruin your best moments. To find balance. Spend your time carefully, enjoy it, and set aside time for projects. Make you happy and help you move forward. Remember that you own your time and shouldn't waste it on someone who doesn't see how important it is. We put a lot of value on our time and energy in today's busy world. We often feel pulled in many directions, but it's important to know how important it is to set limits, especially when it comes to how we spend our time. One important lesson is that we should only spend a short amount of time with certain people or things to protect our health and our goals. Think about these 5 things. Before you agree to hang out with someone, think about what you want and what you're interested in. Make sure the trade fits with the things you value most. You might want to spend less time on it if it doesn't help you or meet an important need. Find out what makes you tired. It's not all talks that make us feel inspired and re-energized. Some people or things can drain our energy and make us feel tired. Learn to recognize these things and watch how much time you spend on them. Set limits for your mental and physical health. It's okay to be firm when telling people your limits. It's not rude or selfish to tell people you don't have much time to spend with them. It's all about taking care of yourself. If you need to politely decline an offer or suggest a shorter talk, opt for quality over number. It's more important to focus on the quality of your relationships than the amount of time you spend with each other. A short, deep conversation or action can be more satisfying than a long, shallow one, even if the conversation is short. Invest in yourself, and remember that time spent on self-care and improvement is time well spent every day. Make time for things that are good for your mind, body, and psyche, like reading, working out, meditating, or doing a hobby. Do things that make you feel good and improve your health. Learning how to spend just a little time with certain people or things is a very useful skill for keeping our lives in balance and peace. Being smart about how we spend our time and putting our health first. So watch how you spend yours and don't be afraid to put yourself first. First when you need to. Number 6. Hold back on telling everyone about the bad parts of your life. Confessing your whole past to someone is like telling them all of your secrets and the tough times you went through. You wrote parts because it's about your own journey and how it helped you get through the hard times. It's not something you should share so that other people can enjoy or judge you for talking about your life. When you keep secrets, you bring up old issues, making it more likely that you'll be hurt or abused. You should only tell people what they need to know about your secrets and keep the important parts of your story secret. This is what makes you stronger and keeps you safe. In a world where sharing too much is becoming more common, don't let anyone take away your safety. Be careful about who you trust. Your life story is yours alone and shouldn't be told to anyone else. Being able to keep your private life private, people often think it's okay to tell everyone who will listen about every part of their lives, but it's smart to pick and choose what and who to share. This is especially important when we want to talk about the hard things we're going through. Protect your privacy. Not everyone needs to know everything about your life. By keeping some things from other people, you feel like you have control over your story and are independent. Take care of your mental health. Going over and over again with bad memories can be bad for your mental health. People who can support and understand you without adding to your stress should be the ones you tell. It's a shame that not everyone responds to our problems with understanding or kindness. Sharing without thinking can lead to comments and opinions that we didn't ask for, which could make our already tough situations worse. Set clear boundaries at work. It is important to keep your image and credibility at work by being discreet. If you give out too much personal information, it might be hard to tell the difference between work and personal life. This could hurt your chances of getting a job that pays well. Don't find acceptance in how many people know about your problems. Instead, value the quality of the relationships you share them with. Make sure you have a group of friends and family you can trust who can help and understand you. Sharing our stories can help us connect with others and understand them better. But we should also be careful and wise about what we share and with whom. By being careful, we can protect our health and keep the truth of our personal stories. Number 7. Don't agree to do things you don't want to do just to make them happy. When you do things you don't want to do, you're betraying your own happiness. It's like trading in your favorite hobbies for ones that don't interest you at all. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. So when you have to do things that go against what you really want to do, it's normal to feel unhappy and like you're getting off track. But it's time to break free from this. Remember that life isn't a stage where you have to perform for other people's approval. It's about being real and staying true to yourself even when it's hard. Listen to your heart and have the courage to walk away. If something doesn't feel right, your life is your own story to write, not just a side plot in someone else's. You're the main character and hero of your journey, and it's time to take the lead and live your life on your own terms. It's easy to agree with others just to keep the peace or avoid disagreement in a world where social harmony seems to be very important. However, real talk and interaction are important for maintaining good relationships and growing as a person. One part of this is that you can't just agree to make other people happy. Let's look into this more. Be honest with yourself. If you agree with someone just to make them happy, you might be giving up on your own values and views. If being yourself means disagreeing with other people, then it's important to build real bonds. To build relationships that last, you have to be honest. When you say what you really think, you let people get to know the real you, which leads to more genuine exchanges. For good conversation, it's important to get people to talk about their differing views and disagree in a respectful way. People can have healthy conversations and share their thoughts when you say what you really think. Being sure of what you say when you speak up makes it easier to express yourself. If you don't agree with someone just to make them happy, you give yourself the freedom to share your own unique point of view and add to talks in an honest way, which promotes mutual respect. The best way to get respect is to be truthful and real, to help people accept you for who you are, not what you do to fit in with what they want. Be honest and say what you really think. Finally, it can be tempting to agree with others just to keep the peace, but it's important to put honesty and authenticity first in all of your relationships. Saying what you really think and being honest with yourself not only helps you make better connections and have deeper talks, it also gives you the power to live a more fulfilling and real life. 8. Don't let your fear of being alone hold you back. Don't stop yourself because you're afraid of being alone. If you make choices based on fear, especially fear of being alone, it's like walking through the dark without a flashlight. You might end up somewhere you didn't mean to go. It's important to remember that solitude is not the same as loneliness. As the great philosopher Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Enjoy the chance to discover more about yourself while being proud of the unique essence that makes you you. You can set the stage for real relationships by spending quality time with yourself, enjoying your own company, and learning about how rich life is. When you choose to share your life with someone, it's not because you need to avoid being alone, but because they add to and improve your life. You should know how valuable you are and not let fear control your choices. Be brave and go on the journey of self-discovery that it lights up. It will, lead you to a future full of happiness and real connections. In today's connected world, many people are afraid of being alone. This fear can keep us from following our dreams and seizing new opportunities. Society's expectations, personal insecurities, or bad events from the past could be to blame. But we can reach our full potential and be happy if we understand and face our fears. To get over your fear of being alone, accept self-discovery. Think about what you believe, what you're interested in, and what you're passionate about. Even if you have to do them by yourself, do things that make you happy and content. Take time to think about yourself and grow. Recognize your own worth and skills no matter what other people say or whether they are present. This will help you build your confidence. Set and meet your own goals. Get rid of problems and enjoy your wins, no matter how small they are. This will make you feel better about your worth. Build ties that matter. Being able to handle being alone is important, but don't shut yourself off completely. Make real connections with people in your community. Family and friends who support and encourage you should be around you. People who respect and value you for who you are should also be. Fight your negative thoughts, face your irrational fears, and the bad things that happen to you. You tell yourself things that make you afraid of being by yourself. Instead of focusing on what you think are your flaws, be kind to yourself and replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Think about your skills and what you can do. Let yourself be independent. Stop seeing being alone as a sign of weakness and see it as a chance to grow and get stronger. Learn to be okay with being alone and rely on yourself to make you happy. Accept that being on your own makes you strong and adaptable. By using these lessons, you can get over your fear of being alone and live a happy, confident life. Remember that happiness comes from within, and that being alone shouldn't stop you from pursuing your goals and having the time of your life. 9. Celebrate every win, no matter how small. It's easy to forget about our own successes and accomplishments when we're busy trying to make other people happy and meet their needs. But here's the thing. Every step we take forward, no matter how small it seems, should be celebrated and recognized. Imagine you're on a trip, and each step brings you closer to your goal. Epicus was right when he said that you should never depend on other people's approval. Let's take a moment to enjoy our work and what we've accomplished. Let's remember the late nights, sweat, and worries we overcame. Every success, no matter how small, shows how strong and resilient we are, so let's enjoy them all and let them remind us of how far we've come. It's not enough to just get where you want to go. You should also enjoy every twist and turn. Make every win and loss count. Today, as we come to the end of our journey, let's remember to celebrate our wins and find joy in every moment along the way. Let's also think about how powerful choices are and how beautiful it is to be yourself. You have the strength and wisdom to make decisions that are in line with your deepest desires, even if they aren't what they seem to be. Don't forget that you are free to make your own way. Honor what makes you different and write your own story based on your beliefs and values. You don't have to put other people's needs before your own. Take charge of your life and make choices that truly reflect who you are. As we go through the day, it's easy to forget about the little wins that come our way. These wins have the power to fuel our drive, boost our confidence, and move us forward. Having the mindset to enjoy every win, no matter how small, something can help you become more grateful and strong. Here's why it's important to celebrate small wins. No matter how small the win is, it helps build confidence for the good. You feel more confident when you celebrate small wins. This makes you want to take on bigger jobs with even more drive. No matter how small, praising and recognizing your wins makes you feel better about your confidence and sense of self-worth. And it makes you more sure that you can solve your problems and reach your goals. Celebrate small wins to feel more grateful. This quote says to be thankful for the journey you're on and the progress you've made, no matter how small. This will help you keep going. When you feel small wins, remember that you are making progress, even if it's only a little bit at a time. This kind of support can help you stick with something even when things go wrong. Celebrating small wins is good for your health and happiness. Everyday moments of joy and satisfaction add to your life, which makes you feel fulfilled and happy. This is what makes you who you are. So the next time you feel like you have to give up your time or share more than you'd like, remember that you have the power to choose a different path. You're not forced to follow someone else's rules. You have the right to make your own journey based on what matters to you. It's time for a change. Decide to be the best version of yourself no matter what comes your way. If you liked what we talked about today, please click the like button to show your support. You can join our community by subscribing to get more information that will make you think, and by commenting on this post to share your thoughts. Let us keep talking about this and bring together people who value self-reflection and improvement. Because you helped us understand each other better and get stronger, thank you. Until we meet again, stay in the present, be strong, and take a firm stance.